In today's video, we're going to answer some questions about travelling. Question 1. What is your favourite place you have ever visited? I think that my favourite place that I have visited is the south of Italy. When I visited the south of Italy, I did a tour along the small villages and the very narrow roads along the coast. I tried so many different types of food. The weather was very warm and the beaches were beautiful. Question 2. Do you prefer travelling by plane, train, or car? I think it depends. For long distances, I like to travel by plane because there's no other option. But if I could choose between travelling by plane or train for a journey like from England to France, I would prefer to go by train. I don't like having to go to the airport really early, waiting for the plane, and I don't like separating the liquids in my suitcases. I think it's a very annoying process, so I prefer travelling by train. Also, when I travel by plane, I get a lot of headaches because of the pressure, and when you travel by train, I don't get those headaches. Question 3. What country would you like to visit next? Well, I've heard a lot of nice things about Greece, so I think that Greece is the place that I would like to visit next. People say that the food is very nice and it's a typical Mediterranean place to visit with beautiful beaches, and I've never been there before. At school, I used to study Greek, and I always found that ancient Greece was a very interesting place, so I think I would like to visit because of the history as well. Question 4. Do you like travelling alone or with others? I normally like travelling with others, like with my friends or family, but I don't mind travelling alone. Question 5. What is your favourite travel food? Well, I think it depends on how you are travelling, because if you're travelling by plane, the options are quite limited because you aren't allowed to take any liquids on board. I normally take a sandwich and then a packet of crisps, and I buy some drink at the airport. Question 6. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? Well, when I was younger, I used to prefer the beach, but now I prefer the mountains because you can go to the mountains when it's cold or when it's hot. You can have a picnic in the mountains in the summer, but you can also go climbing in the winter. Question 7. What do you usually pack first when travelling? The first things that I pack are the things that I won't use on the days before I go travelling. For example, I can't pack my hairbrush because I use my hairbrush every day, So I normally pack some t-shirts that I'm not going to use until I go on holiday, and things like socks. Question 8. Have you ever travelled to another country? Yes, I have travelled to quite a few countries. I have never been to America or Asia, but I have travelled a lot around Europe. Question 9. What language would you like to learn for travel? I think that I would like to learn Chinese. I know it is very difficult to learn and there are a lot of dialects, but I think it's a fascinating language. Question 10. Do you like staying in hotels or apartments? I usually like to stay in hotels. I think that when you go on holiday, it's nice to feel special. And when you go to a hotel, your room gets cleaned every day and you have room service and it's very comfortable. It's nice to feel special once in a while. Question 11. What is your favourite travel activity? Like sightseeing or adventure? I think that my favourite travel activity is to go sightseeing. I normally make a list of the things that I want to see in each city, but I like to do activities in the morning and then relax in the evening. I always find a lot of parks and relax in those little quiet corners of the city. I don't like to spend time in the hotel when I go on holiday because I think you have to make the most of your time. Question 12. Do you like trying new foods when travelling? Yes, I like trying new foods when I'm travelling, but I always like to know the ingredients of the meal that I'm going to try. I don't like trying new foods without knowing what it actually is. Question 13. What is the longest trip you have ever taken? I think the longest trip that I have taken is about 5 hours by plane. Like I said before, I've never been to America or Asia or anywhere really far away, even though they are on my bucket list. I would like to go to New York one day. Question 14. Do you prefer summer or winter holidays? I prefer summer holidays. I don't really like winter holidays because it's cold, it's rainy, and it's windy, and it's very difficult to plan your activities around the weather. When you go on a holiday in summer, it's usually nice every day, so you can normally do all the activities that you had planned. And the last question is, what is one thing you always take with you on a trip? Well, I always take my mobile phone, my purse with my money in it, and basic things like keys. But I imagine that this question is asking about a different thing, a specific thing that I take. If I'm travelling by train or car, I usually take my pillow with me because I find that if I stay at a hotel, my neck hurts if I have a different pillow. Obviously, when I travel by plane, I can't take my own pillow. I do take a travel pillow for my neck, but not one for sleeping. Let me know in the comment section what you always take with you on a trip. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you.